feet are going in there. Oh yeah. Woo. Oh yeah. Relief. Hello, how's everybody doing? Welcome back for another episode. Wintertime is finally upon us and the visibility is absolutely spectacular. I'm really excited to share this edit. It was an awesome time in the ocean with my friend Urchins. We harvested up some sea urchin, some mussels, some oysters, a bunch of seafood for that matter, and even some kelp in the mix, and we cooked up an awesome meal. Uni pasta, probably my favorite way to eat it for that matter. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoy the content. Give it a thumbs up too. Thanks, peace, and love. What a gorgeous morning. New dive spot day. Visibility is looking stellar. We're going to try to make our way out to that rock pile there. There's also that little island right to the left. Seen this spot from a distance, but have yet to explore it, so today's the day. And I think we picked perfect conditions for it. It's a beautiful morning. Gonna go diving. Waiting for Urchins right now. She's gonna meet up. Expected a couple more people, but unfortunately again, some can't make it. They're feeling under the weather. My goal is to get some sea urchin, some oysters, and some mussels. Maybe find some clams too, and just explore the beautiful crystal clear waters the winter offers up. Urchins, she'll be here in a few minutes. She's 10 minutes behind. We're gonna probably hike in a bit as far as we can and then swim over to the spot. Can't wait. I'm telling y'all, if you don't warm up your gloves on the dash, you're not doing it right. That's winter diving 101 right there. What's up? Yeah, you know how I roll.
Morning.
Morning, how's it going?
Not bad.
Not bad.
Looking forward to
dive time. This looks awesome. I scouted it out. Oh yeah. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Sea glass. Ooh. I'd be lying if I said I didn't slip here once or twice in the past. If I'm gonna fall, this is the spot. I guess talking on camera as I'm doing this isn't helping me. Not doing me any favors. Oysters love where the fresh water meets the salt. And you can see all these little streams running right into the ocean. There's oyster galore all over this coast. It's looking pretty cold. This is my second time here today. I forgot my camera bag, so I had to run all the way back to my vehicle. A little bit of exercise first thing in the morning can't hurt, but the conditions, as you can tell, look amazing. There's a spot right there, and there's some sea lions poking their heads up. They're probably gonna come say what's up to us when we're in the water. And look at the visibility. I know it could change when we're at a bit of depth, but I think it's gonna be phenomenal. I'm excited. We're gonna gear up, and actually the one advantage to doing a long run is I'm nice and warm. I can't wait to get in the cool water and cool off.
Did I just hear cool off?
Yeah, I'm gonna cool off. I'm warm. My heart rate's up. Feeling toasty. I get some bad news. You see that? That's my skin right there. I got a hole in my glove. It's gonna be fun. The best day for that to happen. One of the downsides to having an intro to my videos is I kind of give away the highlights, the key moments, but as you can tell, visibility was awesome. No surprise there. The visibility right now is about as good as it's gonna get here in British Columbia, Canada. I'm talking like 25, maybe even 30 meters. If the sun was out, 30 meters easy. There's so many oysters in this area that filter out all the algae and other pollutants that go by. So I'm thinking I owe this visibility to winter and also all the oysters. So shout out oysters. You're awesome. Usually when I see sea lions, it's from a few feet away when they spook me when the visibility is bad. But these guys, you can see, were really deep and I can see them clear as day with the awesome visibility. We finally made it over to the island. It was actually a pretty good spot overall. I was diving down and sea lions would just pop up out of the blue, and of course I'd turn my camera in that direction and film them. I also saw this little worm, polychut, I think is their formal name, I forget. But these things are really cool to watch swim around. Funny little worm they are. This spot I'm diving here, if you recognize it, it's all a rockfish conservation area. And unfortunately, when I come here, I don't see many fish, period. Not just rockfish, but hardly any greenling, hardly any lingcod. I did see some rock scallops on the bottom, and overall, like, it was still pretty lively, just no fish. The more we dove, the more curious the sea lions became, and I got some really good shots. These things are magnificent. I know they have a bad reputation because, you know, an aquatic animal eating seafood, you know, eating salmon, who would have thought? But if you can get past that, they're really magnificent creatures. Now I do want to pause and take a quick intermission. Most of the time I'm just filming around and I see a sea lion pop up out of the corner of my eye. And of course, I'm going to turn my camera in that direction. They're really, really heavy. Females can weigh up to 600 pounds. Males can weigh up to 2,500 pounds. And I kind of feel a little, I wouldn't say uneasy around them, but I have a healthy respect for them. I don't force these interactions. They're 100% natural. And yeah, I put fancy music to my videos and I slow motion clips to make it look awesome, but these interactions are up to them. This one here too, I was filming Xerxes, just getting some cool shots of her. And out of the blue, again, these sea lions came up, and this one came right up to my camera. So beautiful. You know, I'm not saying I force these interactions, but I do appreciate them. At least when they're not too brave and start nibbling on my fins in my wetsuit, which happened on my last dive, not this one. But stay tuned for that footage. We eventually found our target species, which are these red sea urchins. Believe it or not, these red sea urchins here in Canada have a life expectancy anywhere between 100 and some up to 200 years, which is really, really crazy. Xerxes grabbed some of this brown seaweed, brown kelp. This stuff was delicious. We threw it in our pasta. She made herself a little scarf out of it. Actually looked pretty good. Xerxes diving down here, also grabbing some of these sea urchin. I took 4 from this dive. She took, I think, 3. Sea urchin are better, I find, in the winter months before they spawn out, and they just taste a lot better than they do in the summer. Summer, I don't even bother for that matter. They're really tasty, but I can't eat more than one unless they're in a pasta or cooked with some other food. Nice. I got some footage of some moon jellyfish and a bunch of sea stars. I could make a dedicated video to all the amazing sea stars we have as well. Such diversity here in British Columbia. Didn't see too many fish, but a couple greenling. This is a rockfish conservation area, so I can shoot them with my camera, but not my spear gun. Came across an octopus den too, but nobody was home. This is a cool shot. Peeked in this rock and I found this copper rockfish hanging out amongst all the anemones. Sea urchin have a daily limit of 12. You can't fish in a rockfish conservation area, but you are allowed to hand harvest. With the overpopulation of sea urchins, I don't know why they have a daily limit. They should just make it a free-for-all in my opinion. Action cameras never do nudibranch justice, but I did get a decent shot of that one. I found 2 lingcod egg masses. One had a guarding male, one did not. I suspect the sea lions were responsible for one of the missing lingcod.
Put in a solid day already. Gonna finish up the dive though with a bit of seafood snorkeling. Gonna be looking for some mussels and oysters and clams as well. Gonna make a pasta when I go home over the fire as the plan, as long as it doesn't rain or more than likely snow. It must be freezing or close to freezing. If I find a red rock or something, I'll grab one of those as well. Gonna have a nice feast.
I dove this spot recently in one of my previous videos. I love this spot here because you can snorkel around in 2 or 3 feet of water and look for bivalves. I like how the clams are hanging out on the top of the surface. You don't have to dig for them. So they've already done the hard job and purged themselves of sand. I did have to be careful though, because some of the shells were closed and they would appear to be alive, but once you get the shell removed, they'd just be full of mud and dirt and sand. I actually put a couple of those in the pot later on in this video, and thankfully they remain closed and didn't contaminate the whole entire meal. It would have been extremely crunchy. Bivalves, clams, they're one of my favorite things to harvest. They have an aggregate limit of 60, so for example, your 30 manila and 30 little neck would equal your aggregate limit of 60. They're extremely, extremely tasty. Oysters as well, I'm really a fan of those as of lately. I like eating them raw, I like eating them cooked up. They have a limit of 12. The Olympia are off limits, you can only harvest the Pacific. Kelp crabs, they're pretty unique. They're vegetarians for the most part, but when kelp becomes scarce, they do start eating other invertebrates, and this one there is cannibalizing a red rock crab. Technically it's a different species, but still cannibalizing. And these tube snots were a beautiful sight. I wish I got another shot of this, but it's cold at this point. This red rock I felt bad for. I was about to get out of the water and I found him in the last 30 seconds of the dive. Sorry dude, you came home with me, you're delicious, I appreciate the sacrifice. Too bad for you. That was a cold dive, you can see my feet. They're all white. Look how crazy they look. My hands as well. I got a new technique though. I'm dumping my hot water in the cooler and I just keep my hands in the hot water. Oh, my feet are going in there. Oh yeah. Woo. Oh yeah. Relief.
This is a game changer.
Ooh. My hair. I can finally say my hair. The viz was phenomenal. I can't talk, my face is still frozen. The viz was phenomenal, it was really good. Like, I'm talking 25, maybe even 30 meters if the sun was out. I'm sure if we were at the bottom at 30 meters looking up, we'd see the surface. As soon as we jumped in there, bombed by a bunch of sea lions, I was almost positive I was gonna see an octopus today. I saw a few dens, but nobody home. I checked, I knocked, I searched around, nobody home. We found a lot of sea urchin, which I wasn't really sure if we were going to at first. Found a big pile of those big old red ones, saw some greens, and then finished up the dive with that seafood snorkel. That was awesome time. It's probably, what, 1:30 right now? I think we got in the water somewhere around like 10:30, so we were in there for a while. Troopers, time flies though. Gonna do a nice seafood cook everything up on a cast iron wok. I'll see you on the driveway. Yeah, subscribe too, no doubt. Hit that button, like button. Yeah, it helps my channel. I'm joking, but I'm dead serious. I appreciate it.
I have my thing on.
I like your house coat. It's pretty fancy. We got a nice feast right here. We got crab, oysters. We're cleaning up some clams right now. Give me a second, Sailor. Give me a second, little girl. And we're gonna make a uni pasta.
Still alive.
Yeah, well, it's its nerves, say.
It's still alive.
Whoa.
It's still alive.
You can
Crazy.
save it?
You want to try some, Sailor?
No.
Try it.
See, it's just salty.
You might like it though.
Why is it very smoky?
Step one, well, that's pretty hot. I didn't even get that hot.
Good.
Oh, that's definitely good, yeah.
What is that? Is that milk?
That's cream. It's gonna be pretty improvised, but here we go. Should I throw some more in there, or maybe a little bit more?
I think good.
Yeah, maybe a little bit more. You convinced me, Xerxes.
Going in.
We almost forgot the garlic.
Going in.
But yeah, that's gonna make the recipes for sure. Man, I'm pretty stoked on this pot. This thing gets real hot. I bought this off Walmart, I think. Cast iron. Oh, that's a good chunk there.
Going in.
Nice. Smells good, doesn't it? That would be pretty good, eh?
Yes. We got different textures in.
Yeah.
Different layers of flavors.
It's looking pretty good now. You can never have too much pepper.
Oh yeah.
I'm all for like max pepper.
Yes.
Just gonna clean up the uni.
The big, the better. Urchin going in.
Yeah. This is the number one ingredient today. Ingredient that started it all. Thanks for doing that. That was a lot of work.
They have like the fourth one is there. Depends if we want it.
Oh yeah. So we cooked up all the clams.
Dollars.
I'm just gonna dump them right in the sauce. Might as well throw the mussels in there too.
Yeah.
Have a big old mix. It's gonna be quite the feast. It's taking us what, like, started at like 10 a.m. It's what, almost 5?
Take off the fabric.
Oh, and those little crabs too that are in there sometimes. This has been quite the mission. It's been quite the day. It's been a lot of fun though. It's getting down there.
It's been a while.
It has. It's been a while. It's been a long time coming. I'm hungry. Did I eat today? I had a donut on the way back from the dive. I swung by Tim Hortons, got a coffee, and yeah, I had a vanilla dip donut. It was good. Got it for the kids, and I'm like, oh, I might as well treat myself. But other than that, this will be my breakfast. Finished product. That looks like some awesome sauce right there. Some mussels, some clams, urchin. It's gonna be a feast. Chef Boyar Xerxes. Woo!
Boom!
Looks pretty good, doesn't it? What do you think? Say you like it?
Mm-hmm.
Tasty?
I like it.
I see it. Moment of truth.
I haven't even tried yet.
All day.
Yeah, I tried mine too. It's kind of hard to eat and film at the same time, but I will say it tastes awesome. Sea urchin pasta.
Wee.
Yeah, definitely worth the 3-hour dive and 2 hours of prep and 2 hours of cooking. Definitely worth it. I'm just gonna hit the spot. That was a fun day. Yeah, you're doing one of those. Thanks a lot. That was awesome. That was a really good day.